Hi, welcome back to another video with Atomic Token Games. I'm Wade Wagner.
And I'm Jake Steppen.
And today we're going to talk about Unmatched.
Alright, before we get into it, guys, make sure you hit that like button down below and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do board game content every week. We love to have you along for the ride.
So today the video is going to be a little bit different. We're trying some different formats. Unmatched is one of the ones that we have been playing a lot. Jake has all the expansions. We've been putting a lot of time into it. So doing a review video would kind of just be like...
It's the best.
The Pillsbury Doughboy doing a review of his chocolate chip cookies because that's what he does, right? Like, we've been doing this all the time. So we love it. Highly recommend it. You should definitely get into the system. So instead of doing a review video, we're going to do a tier video. This is going to be a little bit different, though. We're not necessarily doing, like, this is the best character to play if you want to win.
Right.
We're going to do a mix of, like, our favorite characters to play and also, if they're good. So those kind of go together.
Yep. So basically, it'll probably be a mix of both, like fun to play and good at winning.
I think so.
So
those kind of go hand in hand.
Yep. Yeah. So let's get into it. Okay. So the Unmatched game, what it is you choose a fighter. Each fighter has a unique deck of cards, and you battle each other on a map. Okay. So each fighter has their own unique abilities, their own strengths and weaknesses. Totally asymmetric, right? Tons of variability, tons of super fun things. So we're going to go ahead and rank each one according to our little tier list that we made here.
Yep, it's a skirmish game, right, like he said. And so our tier list, starting up at the bottom, is dumpy. I think that's our favorite word for things that we don't like. Next one up from that is this is fine. And then I guess. And then, yeah, I want to play that again. And then, yes, please, every time. All right, here we go. Starting arbitrarily, because that's the first image that's on here. Robin Hood. What do we think?
I'm going to put Robin Hood into Hyde, I guess.
Okay.
I think he's pretty average. You've got 4 minions, 4 of your little... what do they call them? The outlaws that you fight with you. Plus, you're a ranged character, so he's got some cool things. But he wasn't my favorite. Yeah. I struggle to use him sometimes, I think.
He kind of just moves around and moves. His outlaws are kind of fun, but he's kind of just got a lot of movement. And that's kind of just his whole thing. I think for me, I'm going to put him down in This Is Fine. Because the mechanics aren't super interesting. It's just like kind of run and do damage. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, all right. What do we got next? Achilles.
Ooh. Where are you putting Achilles?
Oh, dude, I like Achilles. I just love... See, for me, I like really themed characters. It's like Robin Hood is like, okay, yeah, he's a bowman, he shoots, and he has his merry men, right? Yeah. But like Achilles and Patroclus is his sidekick. And it really, like, Achilles gets more powerful when Patroclus dies, but also Patroclus isn't a chump when he's alive. So I'm going to put him in Want to Play again, because I had a really good time with Achilles. He's not, like, incredible, so I don't think he's going to make you win games, but he's a force to be reckoned with, and I really like the flavor.
Yeah, I'm going to put him in I guess. Again, I think, same thing. Yeah, he is fun to play when he gets powered up, but that's his weakness, because he's got to be powered up to do well. So, kind of a hit and miss. Okay, next up we have Spike. I'm going to put Spike into This Is Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so Spike's from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer set. He's rather weak. He has the little magic puffs.
Like the little shadows.
Shadows.
Yeah.
That's what he has shadows that he plays with that can boost his attack and stuff. So you have to be maneuvering those and, trying to set them up. But he's kind of weak. Not the most strong character.
Yeah, it's really just like the shadows are his shtick. And then, so I think I'm going to put him in This Is Fine as well. Yeah, because he can do a lot of damage with those shadows. That was actually pretty cool. You were maneuvering him pretty well, but that's kind of his whole thing. Other than that, it's kind of subpar.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Dracula.
You just played Dracula.
I did just play Dracula. That was the last game we just played. I really like the art on Dracula stuff, especially on the Beast Form card that we have for his little splash art thing there. Dracula's cool. His map maneuverability is really cool because he's got those Mist Form cards that can teleport him around the map, and his sisters were actually kind of fun. So I actually wouldn't mind. I'm going to put him in Hyde, I guess, because I actually wouldn't mind playing him. You know what? Actually, I want to play him again because I like maneuvering his sisters. His sisters die really easily, just like most of the multiple sidekicks. Yep. But I enjoyed playing him and moving him around and healing. He felt fun to play.
Yeah. I'm also going to put him in one to play again. I think Dracula is really strong. He has some of the highest healing of any character in the game. Healing's kind of hard to come by. And so you can sometimes pull out some crazy plays where, you're going to die, and then you don't. And anyway, so yeah.
You do those cool combos with the sisters, too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. Okay, you've got Little Red.
Little Red. Okay, ooh. Little Red for me is a yes, please. Nice. I love Little Red. Her whole mechanic of working with her discard. Every time you discard a card, it affects the ability of your next card. So you're playing like a mini game. Yeah. I love it. Plus, she's really strong, actually. She has some bad matchups, but for the most part, I think she can really deal some damage and really hurt some people. So I'd put her in yes, please.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. I love playing. I'm going to put her in a want to play again. I love playing her. I just feel like sometimes my hands are tied based on what discard things are, what is in my discard pile, right? Yeah. But I really like to play her. I think that mini game of figuring out, because then you get 2 effects on all of her cards, and that makes her really strong. So yeah, she's awesome. All right, Sherlock.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna put Sherlock in Hyde, I guess. I don't know. He's one of the big 3. So if you follow Unmatched, there's 3 of the considered top tier characters as far as win rate goes. But I just don't have a lot of fun playing Sherlock. Also, I've never won as him. Played like 5 games, and I still haven't won. So to me, he's just I guess I don't know. I haven't figured him out or something. But to me, just his. I don't know. He's fine.
I can see why he's good and why he's considered S tier in like competitive play. For me, he's not really a character. Out of all these characters, I almost would rather play anyone else. Even the Buffy characters. I'm gonna put him in This Is Fine because he is good. Yeah. But I don't necessarily want to play him. I almost want to put him in Dumpy just out of spite, just to spite the S tier, like the sweaty Unmatched players. But I don't really actively want to play Sherlock. He doesn't. Yep. Yeah.
I agree.
The theme is cool. But.
Yeah. All right, Yennenga. Ooh, Yennenga for me is another yes please character. So Yennenga's got her 2 archer sidekicks, and I don't know. I just really like playing her, having all the range, and she has some pretty good.
Playing against you with her she has the mobility of Robin Hood, but there's something more. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna put her in want to play again. I want to try her out some more. I've played against a lot of these characters, but she's one I want to play in. All right, what you got?
Okay, so next up we have Muldoon from the Ingen set from Jurassic Park. I'm going to put him in want to play again. So he's one, he has traps he setups all over the place, and you have range, and you can deal a ton of damage with him. He's really fun to play. You feel like you're just like literally a hunter hunting down the other player.
That's awesome. But for me, I don't know if I really like the guys who have the like cutesy mechanics of like putting things down on the board and stuff like that. So that's kind of his one note. But he has the engine workers and the traps. So I'm going to kind of just put him in the middle for me. I don't really have opinion either way.
Nice. Okay, next up we've got Bigfoot, another one of the big 3. But I like Bigfoot a lot. He just has some really strong cards.
He hits like a truck.
Yeah, he's very strong. For me, I'm going to put him in want to play again. I think he is a fun character and really strong.
That's awesome. Bigfoot for me, I think I love my favorite part about Bigfoot is his ability of like, if he's hiding, if he's not in your zone, then he gets to draw a card if he's like hiding out in the background, and then his cards that let him break through enemies and run away, like it makes him like he's super buff, but it makes him feel like he's like kind of the scared teddy bear. Anyway, I think that's the thing I like for him,
his theme,
the theme the most. But actively playing him, I'm like, yeah, he's all right, so I'm gonna put him in Hyde, I guess.
Okay, so next up we have Bloody Mary. Ooh, so I really like Bloody Mary. She's kind of super creepy, and there's a lot of manipulation that goes on with her deck.
You really have to think with her.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put her in yes, please.
Okay, nice.
I think she's one for me that I really like playing her. I really like the characters that kind of have like almost like side goals, because her special ability is if you have 3 cards in your hand, you take 3 actions that turn. So you're trying to, constantly manipulate your hand to get that.
Okay. I'm gonna put Bloody Mary. She's one I want to put some more time into. She sounds like she's really fun. Yeah. I like that. So Dr. Jeckyl and Mr. Hyde. He was interesting to play against when you were playing him.
He's one. So he has a mini game. You're trying to be either Dr. Jeckyl or Mr. Hyde. But he's just really swingy. You can only really deal damage when you're Mr. Hyde. And I don't know. For me, I think I put him in This Is Fine. To me, he's just kind of like, I don't know. I would pick someone else over him, I think. Yeah. He can be strong, but it's hard to actually unlock his power.
Yeah. I think I like more than... and he's just a single model, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have... So for me, I like having the mini fighters, and I like having one fighter that has kind of like a special ability. For him, I'm going to put him... Yeah, I think I'm going to put him in This Is Fine as well, because like you said, you feel really out of control when you're Dr. Jeckyl instead of Mr. Hyde. Yeah. All right, Buffy.
Ooh. For me, I'm going to put Buffy in Ite, I guess. She's definitely the strongest feeling of the Buffy set. She has some really powerful cards, and her ability to walk through enemies is really nice because you can set up some cool plays and stuff that other characters can't. So she has some really good combos you can do.
The Buffy set actually surprised me after talking so much crap about it. Has actually surprised me. So I'm gonna put her in the middle because I haven't seen a lot of her in action, but I am interested to play more of the Buffy set because I had a good time with Beowulf. I'm gonna put him. I'll start this one. I'm gonna put him in Yes Please. I had a blast with him today. I like his rage mechanic. I think it worked. It was Yes Please for me because I like to play him. I like to do the rage mechanic. You can do a lot of damage. I feel like if the combos didn't work out the way I wanted him to, he might have been lower on my list, but I would definitely pick him all the time. I like Beowulf.
I'm going to put Beowulf in Ite, I guess.
Okay.
Which it kind of hurts me to do that. But mostly, this is just one, like, I played Beowulf a good handful of times, and I don't know. I just can't win very much with him. Like, for me, he just doesn't quite click. So, for me, his rage is super fun. You feel just like a Viking who, like goes into rage mode and just goes ham. But for me, sometimes I struggle with it. So I'm going to put him in Ite.
Yeah, I think I have a more aggressive play style, and that's absolutely what his thing... I think I got... what's his... I can't ever remember. I feel like his little helper's name is a backwards name. Wiglaf. Yeah. It feels like you're saying... Foglu backwards or something. Anyway, I got him killed immediately, but that was fun. Okay, and now we've got Willow.
Ooh, I actually like Willow a lot, and I actually feel like she can be pretty good. Her one thing is you discard a ton of cards.
Oh, interesting.
You're constantly discarding, and so you run out really fast, but I'm actually going to put Willow in one to play again.
Okay.
So, even though she's not really the strongest, she can win some crazy matchups. She kind of has a little bit of a spicy play style that I really like.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. I'm going to put her in the middle for me, kind of with Buffy, because she sounds more mechanically interesting than Spike and Angel. And so I'm going to kind of put her in the middle. Invisible Man, oh my gosh. Bugged me so bad with this last playthrough we just did. Go ahead.
Okay, so Invisible Man for me is one to play again. I really like the Invisible Man. His whole thing is, you have your little smoke tokens, you jump around the map, and he's not really an offensive character. He's definitely more like defensive and mobility focused. But I really like him. It's really fun to frustrate your enemy.
I was trying to chase you down. Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. Oh, that's funny. Invisible Man for me, I like when you have a single character. I think I like to have a little more power behind them, and so he actually did surprisingly. I was really low by the end of that game. Actually, it was pretty tight. I'm gonna put him in the middle for me. I'm kind of just gonna be like, I don't really have either way. Mr. Bruce.
Bruce Lee.
Dude, I loved him. I love his play style. I think it is so fun, the combo play style. I think I got a little too aggressive at the beginning, but he was awesome. Yeah. I love Bruce Lee. I think he was way fun.
Yeah, this whole thing is getting combos. I'm going to put him in one to play again. He definitely has some matchups that are really bad for him.
Yeah.
Because against like Sherlock, for example, all of his attacks are 3, and anyways, he can struggle a little bit, but yeah, you can really just unload and do like 5 attacks in one turn, and he's really fun.
The combo style,
you feel like karate.
Yeah, the way Unmatched like makes you feel like I'm playing Bruce Lee versus I'm playing. I think that's why I put some of these other guys lower, because like with Robin Hood, I don't really feel like I'm being Robin Hood, but with Bruce Lee, it's just like it's literally what is one of his cards like? Hi, yeah, whoa! Like it's. I mean, it's got the 1-inch punch. It's got everything. It's so awesome.
It's awesome.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, now we got Sun Wukong. Go ahead.
Okay, so for me, Sun Wukong's a want to play again. I feel like that he could be introduced as one of the members of the Big 3, turned into the Big 4.
Yeah.
In the competitive community, he's really strong. He's super annoying to play against because he just disappears and jumps around, and he's a trickster, and so he has all these weird cards. And I don't know, I love him. I love to play as Wukong.
I love Sun Wukong. He's going up there on my yes please. If I was to do a draft in a tournament, I think I probably shouldn't tell you this because we're going to do this soon. I think those would be my top 3 picks. Beowulf. Maybe I have some more secret picks coming in, but Sun Wukong was he's such a troll, man. It's just like you play his card, it's like, oops, it's a clone, never mind. It's hilarious. And he's really he hits like a truck. His like Ox form card, it's the only card he has like a 7, right?
Yeah.
Jeez, it's crazy. So he hits like a truck, and he's also a troll. It's great.
Yeah. All right. So next up we have Alice. Ooh, and I'm gonna put Alice in Ait, I guess. It's pretty cool. You get to change from being big to small and get attack and defense. But I just want her to be stronger.
Yeah.
Every time I play her, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so awesome, and I'm like so close to doing combos, but you just don't have as much control over what size you are as some other characters, and so I feel like she just falls a little bit short for me.
Alice was the first character I played, I think. I actually had a really good time with her. If I couldn't get Bruce Lee or Wukong, I think I would totally be happy with getting Alice. I don't know if she's going to go all the way to yes please, because her power isn't all the way there, so I think I'm just going to put want to play again. I would not be mad if I got to play her again. I really like her style.
Yep.
And I love that all of her cards come from the poem The Jabberwock, because her sidekick is the Jabberwock. It's great. And he hits like a truck too.
Yeah,
he's
the
scary.
Jabberwock is a good sidekick. Okay, so next we have King Arthur. Man, I just wish he was better. It's like such a cool character, and Merlin has some good cards. Yeah. Merlin's one of the best sidekicks in the game. Yeah. But I'm gonna put King Arthur in Dumpy.
Yeah.
He's just, man, he's just not the best.
It's hard. I'm gonna do the same thing because Merlin. I love the idea of Merlin. It's so cool, and Merlin is so powerful. Some of the best sidekick abilities in the game. But then it just makes Arthur feel like, I don't know, like a rage monster, or he doesn't feel like he's like the noble King Arthur.
Yeah,
like,
he feels kind of bland, and he has Excalibur.
There's one Excalibur card, and then the Lady of the Lake card feels useless because you either go fetch for Excalibur or get it out of your discard pile.
Yeah,
you gotta get really lucky with Excalibur. It's like I don't really want to play.
So you can, he can sometimes deal a lot of damage. Like if you happen to have Excalibur in your first hand, and then you get Lady of the Lake. You know, you can do some things, but
it's so dependent on chance to get Excalibur.
And you can,
early.
if he boosts his attacks, you can just feint and cancel the
the boosting. Yeah, it's like anybody that has a feint in their deck is like, oh yeah, because he can boost any of his attacks, but then you're just using extra cards for nothing. Yeah. It's very inefficient.
Yeah. So. Could be better.
Yeah. All right, Medusa.
Ooh, okay, so Medusa's the third of the big 3. For me, I'm going to put her in want to play again. She's really fun. She has range. She's got her 3 harpies that she sends out to attack. And she's just a solid player. Mm-hmm. Like, she's not my top pick for sure, but she is just a solid champion to play with.
I want to give her a fair shot. I don't feel like I give the ranged characters a lot of time, but her harpies and her arrows seem fun. I'm gonna put her in want to play again as well.
Okay, next we have Sinbad. So Sinbad is one. He's kind of. I'm gonna put him in want to play again. I think he's definitely better than average. If you can get him to late game. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Like you win.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He struggles against people that feint his voyage cards and stuff like that because he tries to ramp up every time he attacks. But man, as you get towards the later game, towards the end of the deck, he is just very strong.
Super strong. It's funny. I wonder how much our tier list is colored by whether we've won or lost. Because the only time I played Sinbad, I lost with him. He was fun. I think he was cool. I'm gonna kind of put him. I think I'm gonna put him in the middle because if you don't have the right, I don't know. I mean, I had a really good time with him, but something about the flavor of him, like I like the flavor, but yeah, I don't know. Something's just in the middle for me.
Yeah. Okay, Angel. I'm gonna put Angel in Dumpy. He's fine. He probably has like the least uniqueness to his deck and his playstyle than any of the characters. He does have a few good cards and he can hit kind of hard. His ability is also kind of useless, kind of like King Arthur. If you lose an attack, you draw a card. Yeah, and
that worked out for me one time.
Yeah, so like he's dumpy. I think.
Yeah. He's fine for me. I won with him, but like I guess I still would, even though he's vanilla, I still would rather play him over King Arthur. I think. Yeah, he's just it's fine.
Nice.
The Raptors.
Ooh, the Raptors are just hyper aggressive. So you just jump on people and maul them.
That's awesome.
But if one of them dies, then all of a sudden
it's really
So I'm gonna put the Raptors in Hyde, I guess. To me, they're solid. They're super fun to play. Yeah. But they struggle definitely against some.
I have a super aggressive play style. I'm gonna put them in want to play again because I wanna see how often you can consistently get that early game combo off. Yeah. I think that'd be a lot of fun. All right, so here it is. We got everybody. That's interesting. We both have 3 different. We didn't really talk about who our yes pleases were going to be before we did this.
Yeah, it's interesting that they are different.
3 different, very different play styles. You really like the control-y kind of stuff. Bloody Mary, Yennenga, and Little Red, and I'm just hyper aggressive, and I think I'm just also a shill for like Eastern culture, and so like Bruce Lee and Sun Wukong are just I just love them so much, and then Beowulf is he's gonna chase you down and mess you up, dude. Cool.
Yeah, so make sure to comment down below, guys, whether you agree or disagree with some of these choices. Obviously, you're right, these are just our opinions. And let us know what you think, if we totally got something wrong or what. Let us know down below in the comments.
Yeah, we'd love to hear who your yes pleases are. Because, like, for me, I don't like just normal tier lists because I'm just like, I want to play people who are fun and who I, can win with and stuff. So... Cool. I'm glad how this shook out. Make sure to like and subscribe at 500 subscribers. Remember, we're going to give away Quest of Valeria. So check it out. Thanks for watching.